I'm gonna do it. So there you have
That
it.
was faster than I expected.
Yeah, it's quick. It's like
That's how we like it.
17 seconds long. But the thing is, Joe and I went through it, and I'm like, is this the one? Is this the one? Because one of them, the music was it would demonetize us. So it's not this one, but this one says we're coming soon. So I have to.
So you need to just change the coming soon part.
Yeah.
Like, we're here now.
But
yeah. I'm here.
We have arrived.
We are here. I keep forgetting to do that, but I still like to play it because it's fun.
It's upbeat. I like it.
Gets you going in your taste. I'm just goofy. That kind of thing. So, yeah. Yep. That's what I say. So we got Niki here with us tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about nonsense stuff till we get some people in here because, YouTube takes its time getting those notifications out. You know how that is, don't you, Niki?
I do. They like to give me a notification after something ends. That's when I usually get it. It's like, thanks YouTube. That was super helpful.
Yeah.
I rant about that frequently.
Yeah, I really wanted to watch this, but when it was live, but we do have Glenn in here because Glenn was totally prepared. He's like, I'm gonna push the button before it comes on, so I'm ready. So
Glenn showed up.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. We appreciate you coming. And if you're the only one here, you're going to learn how to put a Niki bun in your hair.
At some point.
Oh, Chris the Goose.
That's probably why he came. The whole reason.
The whole reason.
I'm sure.
He may have let his hair grow out since we've seen him. And he's like, I don't know what to do with all these long frocks of hair, and I need to learn how to put a bun in it.
You will get the solution.
Chris is watching so that he can do.
Yes, I know that guy.
Don't scare me, Chris. That's the kitchen light. Oddly, goes. It's a whole thing.
Is it on fire?
It's the kitchen light.
It looks like it.
I know. It scared me for a minute because I do light a candle back there sometimes, but the kitchen is over there, and like so the kitchen light shines into that cabinet. That's a little.
Where's the light at, Niki? I've never noticed that before.
It's over there, hanging in the middle of the kitchen, but it reflects into that cabinet.
Oh, is there a fan going and it makes it look like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you had one of those mid-century modern lights, like my parents had them. They had like that looked like a candle, and it had the flickering light. The flame. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe it was, but yeah, it does kind of look like your stove's on fire or something. She just got a new stove. It better not be on fire.
Yeah, no, that would be all bad.
Joe says she's just cooking dinner. No, let me tell you, Niki is not the type of person that does anything simple. She has to do it.
Even if it is simple.
She has to do it in grand. Just grandness, if that's a word. Like she cooks for the week. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm cooking. Oh crap! I just burnt my finger. I said, oh, you better if I wasn't trying to cook 4 meals, I'd probably be okay. Like, why? And I know the answer, but I still ask. Why are you cooking 4 meals?
I have to go way to the extreme on everything and multitasking, and that's where like the little burns come. This is the newest
Oh
one.
boy.
I
She
like
does-
knives, flames.
No, you ain't allowed with knives.
He we have this big roast knife,
Oh gosh.
and he forbade me to use it, right?
I would
And
forbid you to use it.
And I didn't use it,
She's lucky I let her use butter knife.
but somebody put it in the sink. And I went to wash it, and I mean, wash it. So you just put the rag on there and
Oh,
slice my finger open. So now that cabinet, he puts it up on top of that cabinet, so I cannot possibly obtain it if I want to.
John, you know she will get. Then she's gonna fall getting hurt trying to get up there to get it because she's gonna spout 2 things that should not be spout to get up there.
Renee, don't
No,
talk about
no,
somebody
she's
else's
just
cat.
she.
Oh,
Yeah,
She
Renee,
does.
you're rather accident prone too. So
pot.
Well, yeah. That we're
It happens.
kind of twinsies. If you don't know, that's why Nikki and I get along so well. I think is because we do things that seem to be exact. And I can be sitting watching the same thing she's watching, and we'll be texting, or she'll be alive and I'll say something that she says at the exact same time. But I don't know who outdoes who, but I will tell you she will cook 4 meals for the week. So she doesn't have to cook later on because she is very, very busy, with her lives and everything. So
Yes.
let's
With
say hi
what?
to some people that just came
Yes.
in.
Yes. Let's say hello. I
Miss
see Popo. Popo.
Popo
What's
came
that?
in. He's walking around here.
I just saw him in your little doorway.
You saw him, and Richard's here. Hey, Richard.
What up, Richard, my friend?
Is Richard going to Nashville?
I don't know if he is.
Oh,
I met Richard in Florida, and we had the best time. Such a good dude.
He's a nice guy. I've seen him around for a while.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, you should go to Nashville. Can you get away at the end of around the end of April? Go to Nashville, Tennessee.
probably not, but
If
I would like to.
if it ain't happening in Florida, she probably can't get away from it.
Yeah.
We have to go. We have to go see Nikki in Florida.
Yeah.
So, well, I am glad y'all are here tonight.
Yes.
This is Nikki, picky Nikki. We're gonna find out why she's so picky, and we might have. Maybe we should have had. We should have talked to John instead of Nikki. Hey, Cha Cha, welcome in.
What?
You found me. Yep. Tonight we're on.
I'm gonna see. That's a face I haven't seen in forever. And I hello to Miss Idaho as well.
Yeah, I thought I said hi to Miss Idaho. Or you not?
I don't know. I missed that part. I didn't say. I said it in the chat.
I
Yeah,
said
what's
it
up,
out loud.
Cha-Cha? I haven't seen Cha-Cha in forever.
She was doing a trip, and I thought she was going to come see me, but I guess she went back home without seeing me.
It happens.
I don't know.
Maybe she was busy.
I usually blame Nikki when we were on together. I'd be like, "Well, did you say hi to so and so?" I did. Were you not
You're like,
listening?
Yep, 5 minutes ago.
Certainly not. Hey, Mr. Picky.
What's up? What's up?
So yeah.
People
John-
are slowly rolling in.
John could tell us some stories, I'm sure. Did you have to get stitches whenever you cut your finger?
No, I'd have to be dying to go do that. I think we just butterfly did it's fine. It grew back. It's all right.
It's fine. It's
That's
just
just a day in my life. It's not.
it's just hanging halfway off. And, I can still use it.
Yeah, it's fine. Just wipe the blood off.
It's like, yeah, it's fine. Hey, it's my booty shit. Welcome in.
Oh, wait, y'all, I have to show this. Let me interrupt the whole show because Renee does that. Because Rita, I have this little pin for you. She'll know. Everybody else might not know, but
Oh, it's cute.
she has a chicken like this that she squeak. I don't think squeak is right. But look, Rita, I'm gonna put them in your next package. I've been just holding them here, just saving them for you.
It has eyes like that.
Yes.
Might want to get that checked. Hey, Kenzie.
He's like,
It cock-a-doodle-doos. Is that what it does?
Kenzie. Oh, that sounded good to me.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty good impression.
Oh, she's gonna put them on her hat.
Yay!
That'd be cute. It is a cute pin.
Cute. He's
Niki
cute.
can find a pin for anything, I think.
Yes.
I'd be surprised if I said something, I need a pin for this, and you couldn't find it, then it just doesn't exist.
There's a good chance. Yeah.
Yeah. So, one of Niki's purposes this evening is to show us how to put our hair up in a bun.
Towards the end. So pay attention, stick around.
Yeah. You got to pay attention to that. And then we have some questions for Niki to see. And I'm pretty sure, and I've known Niki, at least 5 years now, maybe 6.
Wow. See, I didn't even know that. I've watched Niki for quite some time. And this is one of the reasons I love this show that we do, Renee, is that like there's a lot of people that we bring on and from auctions or eBay or whatever it is, and I don't think a lot of people necessarily, unless you watch them all the time, get to know everybody. And I do watch Niki. I do watch her. I watch her on Robbins, and we'll get into the details of what she does and the times, but I actually don't know a whole lot about Niki. I really don't. So this is one of the reasons I love this show is I don't even know where she's from, and so I'm excited to hang out with her tonight to get to know her a little better.
If she tells stories, I probably will know that she's telling a story. She is my Peapod mate. That's what I call her. That's what she calls me. There's a story involved with that, but it just is. That is just what it is. And I fell in love with Niki whenever I saw her in the chats. Whenever she was watching Donna and T, that's how we met. And I was like, she got a lot of spunk. I like her.
She does.
I'm gonna chat with her.
Recognize that crazy.
Yeah, that's what it is. Me. She's like me. That's what happened. Hey, Dupage Picker and Shelby.
Hey, y'all.
So,
what up, Greg? Shelby.
Yeah, you do kind of know. You can find your family. And just kind of like a big old magnet. Hey, that's my family. So, and then Niki started. She started auctioning with me. I don't think she had auctioned with anybody else before me, but I didn't think so. I don't. If she did, she was cheating on them with me. So that's how we met. And so I'll let you. I know most of the answers, so Kimberly, I will let you.
Yeah,
ask.
I really don't. I mean, I've been watching Niki for quite some time, or at least seeing her through the chats, but I actually don't know a whole lot about you. Like, and maybe the chat probably is the same. So first off, I think it would be good to know, like, where are you from? Like, where were you born? Where do you live now?
So I was born in Jacksonville, Florida, and we still live in Jacksonville, Florida. We live it's called Atlantic Beach, Florida, but that is still encompassed in Jacksonville. So I've been here pretty much my whole life. I mean, I went to college in Lakeland, Florida, but that's still in Florida. It's not like I went real far, So that is where I am.
Yeah. I was just in Florida not too long ago. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I like the weather.
The weather is nice. Well, Jacksonville is more towards the upper part of Florida.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's got a little twang. She's got a little accent. She don't sound very Floridian, like what I think of when I think of Florida.
Yeah, but I never get, and I say this, I never get when people say that, because Florida is as south as you can get. How much more south?
That's true. I never thought about that. Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right. Well, either way, your accent is so cute, and I enjoy listening to you.
Oh,
I guess it just depends on if you were truly born in Florida, or did you migrate with your family towards Florida? Because Joe has a southern, but it isn't quite as of a southern twang as what Niki has, but Joe has that southern twang as well, and he was born and pretty much raised in Florida. He was probably raised he'd tell you he was raised all over the place because his dad traveled a lot. But he's kind of.
I think some people think that it's cute and it's endearing and all that, and I think other people, like, I don't know how to say it. Like, they try to cultivate their language where they don't sound so all that southern drawl, like it. I don't want to say it like, you know what I'm saying. Like my sons, you would never know they were they don't have any southern, and it's like, you've been listening to me talk your whole life. I don't get it. They do not have any.
Right. No southern draw. I'm curious about the baby, whether he's gonna get his daddy's Texan accent or sound like me, because he does spend obviously a lot of time with me, but I would love for him to have his daddy's accent, because I think that's awesome.
But you might not, because then the girls will be really crazy about him.
I know it, right? And I actually can't understand him half the time, and we've been together for like 3 years now. But there's something about it. I mean, that's what pulled me in. So.
I don't understand what you're saying half the time, but it's sure.
Yeah, I don't care. Cute. Look at them all.
You know what's funny, Deborah? Is John, like, his mama and his family, like, they're real southern. He's got, he sounds southern, I don't think as bad as me, but on the other hand, they say some words that, like, so one time, here's story time. We were at his mom's, and she was saying something was burnt, and I'm like, it's what?
It's ruined.
It's burnt. Yeah, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, can you spell that? Like, I mean, there are some things that I just never, even myself, being the Southern girl that I'm like, all right, that's a new one on me, like.
It's ruined.
Yeah.
It's ruined.
Yes, I get it now, but I mean, it took about 6 times before I was like, oh.
See, I'm from the Midwest, from Missouri, but my family was from the Boot Hill of Missouri, and they thought they were Southern. And they have a lot of that Southern drawl that you have. And when I get around them, because I was raised around them whenever I was younger, and when I get around with Niki and we start talking, and I can hear it in my voice, and I'm like, dang, here it comes. Here it comes.
Yeah.
And
I've noticed some people after being around me a while, they start saying y'all and things, that you never really heard them say before, but it's just catching, I think.
You just can't help it. I mean, I know Niki and I have talked about different words like it wasn't a washcloth, it was a washcloth.
Yeah.
Go wash your, I can't even say it the way my family said it now. Go wash your face. Go wash your hands. It wasn't a sink. It was a zinc.
Yeah.
Just my sister and I were talking about that after my aunt passed away. We were talking about different words that we said, and we were older until somebody said, "What are you talking about?" And you're like, the zinc. Go wash your hands in the zinc. It's a sink. For the longest time, I called it a zinc. And I know that Niki calls certain. I laugh because I know what she's talking about. She'll say stuff. She'll say stuff, and Robin will be like, "What?"
Oh my gosh!
What?
I always say, "Oh my lands," y'all know, right? And Robin was like, "What?" And she finally said, "Who is Lance?" I about died. I was like, "What? Don't you know that saying, 'Oh my lands'?" Oh, that cracked me.
Yeah.
We used to say that. Oh my Lanta.
Yeah, that's what I know. I mean, so I was born in California, but I only lived there for like 2 years, so I don't really claim to be living there very long. But I've lived in Colorado for most of my life, so I don't have an accent like of any sort. But yeah, it's definitely an experience to live here in Texas and listen to everybody. I mean, it took me a minute. And especially like we would go to parties or something and it would be Chris and like his relatives. And I'm like, oh, y'all need to slow down. I don't know what you're saying right now. I don't know what you're talking about. I did live in Kansas for quite a few years and sort of
that don't count.
Gained a little bit of an accent in the sense of certain words, like creek then became crick. Yeah,
but go down by the creek.
Yeah, going down to the creek. But yeah, I don't have. What up, Amy? Hello to everybody rolling in. We appreciate you. And everybody chatting in the chat. I'm watching y'all. I know Richard said he lives in Missouri. He don't have no drawl.
Yeah.
Greg said Chicago has its own accent. Just make your words plural.
I have to ask Richard if he lives in Missouri or Missouri. My family didn't live in Missouri. They lived in Missouri. That's what I used to tell people. Where are you from? I'm from Missouri. Then
Missouri.
It's not Missouri. It's Missouri. College ruined me. It ruined me. College ruined me. So, Niki, how many children do you have? 2, just 2?
Ages?
Not 2.5?
No. So Colin is 15.
Oh.
And Nick, I sometimes have to think about because he's getting so old. But isn't he he's 22, right? Yes, he's. See, I got it right. That's fine. I just verified. I got it right though. He's 22. I don't know. It's since Nick turned 19, I can't seem to ever remember how. It's weird. It's bizarre. Yeah.
Blend together.
Yeah, they all those years just start morphing together. But yeah, 3 if you count Mr. Picky. But just the 2 boys.
Well, whenever they leave home and they come back is when you really forget how old they are.
Because you ain't going anywhere.
It's not like they're out of sight, out of mind, but it kind of, in a way it is, because you celebrate each birthday, but they're not your babies anymore. And you go through this empty nest syndrome thing. Joe says he never went through that.
Yeah.
Which is a lie. It's a lie. But it's hard. It's hard to remember numbers.
Yeah. I'm just on the brink of one flying from the nest because I have an almost 19-year-old, a 13-year-old, and then a 6-month-old. So I still have some time because of the 6-month-old.
You're good.
To deal with the empty nest thing, but oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a hot mess the day that comes. I know I am. Because I love being a mom, and it's hard, to suddenly be like, wow, I've devoted all these, and for me, 19 and now 6. That's a lot. That's 40 years of children underneath my roof. So I'm sure it's going to be really hard.
After the 15-month, oh my gosh, 15-year-old flies the nest, flies the coop, that's whenever you tell Chris, I will babysit for you. No, because then he will be, then the baby will be at a really fun age.
Yeah.
And I would have babies all day long if they didn't have to grow up.
Yeah.
It's just hard whenever they grow up.
Yeah.
In a lot of different ways.
It's fun till 3:00 in the morning when he's away.
Right.
I keep trying it and still in my brain. Okay, this is only a chapter in life, and then that chapter's gonna go away, and then you're gonna be a big crybaby that he wants nothing to do with you and doesn't want mommy's smooches anymore. So yes, I did. Yes, 6 months. He just turned 6 months yesterday. So yeah.
Yes, John. She did say 6 months.
Yeah. I know. Every time. So I went to the doctor yesterday or took him to the doctor, and every time they asked me, you have any other kids? And I explained to them I have an almost 19-year-old, and every time they're like,
what? Yeah.
What are you doing? But I'm all right with it. I'm totally okay with it. I did my own thing, and I wanted one more before I turned 40 and with somebody who was good, and I got that. So all right, back to Niki. Do you have another question, Renee?
I don't think that I've ever heard Niki give this information before. Because whenever I found it out, I was like, huh. She's never told me this before. And I thought, huh, I'm going to wait until we have the talk show. And I actually remembered. So, Niki, what did you major in whenever you were in college?
Oh, so I actually, when I was in high school, I was very, very like very involved in the church. And so I went to a Christian high school and then a Christian college, and I majored in youth ministries. So I had planned to do like full time, like church work.
I thought that was very interesting because you do have the temperament and the kindness and everything that it takes to teach.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that, and I'm a teacher, so again, it was like, whoa! So I thought that was really interesting. Did you ever do anything with youth ministries?
Not like professionally, but every church we ever went to, we were like just super involved to the hilt, teaching Sunday school, doing things with the youth. I was on a worship team, multiple churches and different, just anything, that we could do, we would do,
I think
but
that's
as far as a job, no, I never, nothing like, not a paid type deal, but just because we wanted to.
I just think that's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
John, you did not.
No idea.
What do you say?
I led her on the path to destruction.
Oh my goodness! But I just thought that was a neat part of your background that I had not known, and I was doing just a little fishing around on you because I was like, I know so much about Niki already. What don't I know? So let's see what I can find out about Niki. And I mean, it's out there for people to see. I didn't have to like do a background.
It's not a secret.
I don't have to have Joe do a background check or anything. Although I was tempted.
That's way cool. That's way cool. I didn't know that. So what got you then into reselling?
So it's funny because it's kind of like the same way that Renee got into reselling, that we just found out down the road. I was just watching YouTube and I found the crazy lamp lady and I just kind of fell down that rabbit hole, and little ways in, I'm like, I can do that. I can do that all day long, and so I started buying 5 million things. I proceeded to hit it hard in auctions, and and then you just have no choice but to become a reseller regardless.
Right.
You gotta get rid of this stuff.
Right. So I had not. I'm sure John will be chiming in the chat any minute with this, so I'll just go ahead and tell it. I didn't tell him, and I was putting all the things in my neighbor's spare bedroom.
She's hiding it.
Yeah, I was more looking at it like this is going to be a really cool surprise. But then the surprise kind of got a little slightly out of hand. So,
and he was questioning if you're a hoarder or.
Right. Well, so I finally was like, I need to show you something, So I took him on over. and I mean, this bedroom, like, it's like an average size bedroom, was floor to ceiling. Oh, I mean, yeah, it was, yeah. I was like, but like Renee's, like when I decide to do something, there is not going to be any middle ground. I am going to really do the thing. Yeah, and I go home.
She decided she was going to sell jewelry.
Yeah,
you can't.
Is that what you were buying? Was jewelry originally? No,
because when you start out, you don't really know what your thing is. So we, needless to say, have a storage unit full of hard goods that I want nothing to do with.
Really? Okay.
But John likes selling hard goods, I think. And if John had more time, he would focus on those hard goods. But Niki has been on the road working to support her habit.
Yes. But one day we plan on doing this together. I mean, he's obviously has his job right now, but I'm like pounding it out in my eBay store and trying to build my business online. And I think John is real good at sourcing. He is real good at researching, and I'm real good at buying. So rounds on out.
Well, and that's important because everybody should have their own job. And we talked about, Niki and I talk about things like this because for whatever reason, I'm good at the sourcing thing. Joe's good at the sourcing thing, even though I usually source better than he does. But I swear, and Niki will swear by this too, buy something and I will be there sourcing it, trying to find out more information about it. I'll be looking up the same way that Joe will take his phone and look it up. John will look something up the same way that Niki is, and they'll find it. And we do not.
Nothing. I think my Google image is broken because I'll do one, no results. Here comes John with 47,000 comps of the exact. I'm like,
Joe said you just need to type in the keywords if you can't find it with the image. I'm like, I did type in keywords. Trust me, my vocabulary is pretty strong. And I couldn't find it. Well, did you use this word? No.
Yeah, and see, I don't have any patience. I don't like to research I hate researching stuff. But John seems to enjoy it, but I don't like. I can't sit still that long. I'm like, I'm a
squirrel chaser. Squirrel chaser.
Like, I typed it in, it's not popping up. I'm done. Here.
Done.
I know my strengths and weaknesses.
John loves to fish, and Joe loves to fish. I cannot fish. I cannot throw out a line and just sit there. If I don't get a bite,
I love to fish. I love to fish.
But
John says, I only love to fish. I love to catch fish. I don't love to fish. I love to catch fish. So if it's like a really crappy fish hole, I'm just going to be pouting in 5 minutes. But if I'm catching them back to back, I'm like, yes.
If you don't get a bite in like 5 minutes, you're ready to go. And that's why I don't like fishing, because if the fish ain't biting, I don't want to be out.
Yeah, that's not fun. That's like, to John, it's like, oh, this is so relaxed.
Oh, see, I love it. I love it. I don't care. I could spend a whole day and not, although it's disappointing to not catch a bite, but like, it's just nice to go and sit and not deal with
I don't like to sit
craziness
like that.
of life.
It gives me anxiety.
That's because my life's been so chaotic for so long that I'm like so into that. But I love it. Of course, catching an actual fish is way better, but I just want to like sit and chill. I mean, mind you, again, I got a 19-year-old and now 6-month-old, and like so
I don't get a lot of a bite. Like if I'm not getting a bite, it's coming back in. It's going back out. Going back in.
You're one of the, so maybe for you, maybe John needs to take you out fly fishing because it's constant.
Or she'd throw it back out and say, "Are you sure, John, that this is the right kind of lure we're supposed to be using?"
Just bring her a coloring book or something and tell her to sit down and color while you fish.
Struggling before too long. It gives me anxiety because I start thinking about all this other stuff.
Type of person, But I do like to catch fish.
Oh yeah, Florida. You're right.
Hey, Ann. Yeah.
Hey, Ann.
She find other stuff. And you know what also gets me, Kimmie? How close are you to the beach there?
Well, so like it's over an hour. I mean, we live out in the woods. We like the forest, 80 feet tall trees. Not a whole lot of people around, but it's over an hour and a half ish, but it's still close enough to easily.
Ask her how close she is to the beach.
What?
Ask her how close she is to the beach.
She probably can walk there, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm jealous. Well, jealous and not, because I grew up in the mountains of Colorado, so I do love the trees. So I sort of have the best of both worlds being close.
Did you
how close is it? You can literally walk there, Nikki?
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about what was it, the sand dollars one time? And I had never heard of the 5 doves that are in a sand dollar. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Okay. So I told Nikki, I said, I've never heard of such thing. What are you talking about? 5 doves in a sand dollar, God's promise, or I can't even remember what the story is now. And she goes, yeah, they're in every sand dollar. I said, no, they're. What are you talking about? She goes, just a minute. She leaves. She's not gone, but maybe 2 minutes. And she comes back with these sand dollars. I said, where did you go? To the beach? And I was like, oh, sure. So, and she did, she showed us how the sand dollar, when you break it open, there's 5 doves in there. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. That's a really neat story. And I can't remember it now. Even though it was a neat story, I couldn't. What is the story, Joe?
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, and John, I was like, I cannot believe. I've been to her house. I didn't realize that you were that close to the beach when we were there visiting.
I have a visitor who came in and
look, there's a sand dollar. That's pretty.
Yeah, very nice.
Well, painted one.
You don't want to break it though.
No.
Yeah,
so I used to get them in California because, like I said, I was born in California and my family still lived there. And every summer I would go and visit my grandparents, and there were sand dollars here, and where I live, there ain't no sand dollars.
You have to go at low tide. You have to go
at low tide. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
You'll see little chunks and pieces, but
yeah,
like I said, I'm all right with where I live at. I always wanted, when I was a little kid, to live right next to a beach. But the one thing that I don't like about the beach is it's windy. I hate the wind. So for me, living a little bit off is all right.
You can still get to it. It's not so far you can't go. So that's good. You know, but it's like anything else, when that's your norm, you're not that interested in it anymore. You take it for granted. You want to go to the mountains for a vacation because you get the beach anytime you want, and it's the same way the people in the mountains, they're coming down here for vacation because they don't get the beach. It's just one of those things that.
Oh, no, I get it. I get it. Especially living in Colorado, people are like, oh, yeah, it's so beautiful. And it is. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And to see, we're getting some crazy storms right now.
Ooh.
That sounded bad.
It comes with a lot of snow. Those beautiful peaks comes with a lot of snow. And living there for as long as I did, I was like, I'm over it. But like you just said, you take it a little bit for granted, in the sense that, like, now that I don't live there, I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should have gone to visit the mountains.
Yeah.
More often.
Did you ski?
I do ski. I grew up skiing. I'm not the greatest of skiers, but yes, I did. And there's a lot of people who live in Colorado who don't go skiing. It's tourists that go skiing. But I did at a younger age, not in my older years. Did I do it as often, but yes.
It's kind of like in Florida. People want to know when you live in Florida, why you don't have a tan. Well, when you live in Florida, you work. You're indoors. You don't get a tan.
You're not here on vacation. Yeah.
I mean, a true, unless you work on a road crew or something like that, then you're going to get a tan. And
Yeah. And John works outside, so he's always. I say we really look like an interracial couple, like we do. I'm just.
He's very tan. He's very tan.
So dark, and I am so like translucent.
Yeah, see, I love that you said that because that's what I tell people I am. Translucent. Like
it was a couple
weeks.
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago, Rev came in the chat and he was like, "You are so white, you look like a marshmallow." Like I know, I know.
You don't have time, to get out and do all that stuff, and it really isn't healthy for you to be out in the sun for long periods of time. So try to stay out of that.
It would be weird. It would be weird to see Niki like with her blonde hair, big old blue eyes, like tan. Like, I don't know if I could handle it, so don't do it.
She'd burn.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And well, most of the time you age much better and staying out of the sun. What up?
Yeah. Although sometimes it's like I'll see John, like I'll go drive to his job site or something, or take him a milkshake, and I'll get out and I'll be standing there talking to him for like a few minutes, and the people he works with, and then I'm like, I gotta go. I'm literally getting a sunburn, and he just looks at me like, "You've been standing here
for 5 seconds, right?
Right? You're really not." And I'm like, "No, I feel it. It's coming. I am. You don't."
It's because they get used to it. If they're out on that road, the asphalt in general is just hot.
Oh, I couldn't imagine that.
You take Niki and put her on some asphalt, you don't even have to lay her down. She's going to start sizzling. She's going to, I don't know, she'd be crispy bacon right away.
Yeah, I am not outsidey. I am not an outsidey person. Like it is.
So Niki, what's your favorite kind of jewelry to sell?
So, I don't know why I'm looking around at the jewelry to give me ideas.
Well, I mean, I know that you love a lot of different. I mean, I know you like the unique stuff. It's not just stuff that
I like. Well, what I like is big, blingy gemstones. That is not what everybody likes, and I have, become aware of that in my sourcing endeavors. So I try to get a variety of like sterling silver and gemstone jewelry, but I like big, blingy, statement-y, pink and purple, but I like that stuff. But, I try to get a good variety of just, quality sterling and stone jewelry.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you say that, because if I were to meet, I know your big personality, so I would expect you to wear big blingy stuff. And it's still tasteful, like the stuff that you wear that is very blingy. But if I didn't know you real well, I couldn't see you wearing big blingy stuff. But I do know that whenever you start out in reselling, it's really hard to pick stuff that other people like. You tend to, and they tend to teach you, like when you're talking to other people, or you're watching like the Crazy Lamp Lady, they kind of teach you, buy the things that you love, because you tend to know more about the things that you love, and you'll sell more of the things that you love. But I think it's different whenever you're into more of the luxury items like jewelry. Would you say that that's true?
Yeah, I mean, I think you still, I think I still do buy more of a quantity of what I would like, but then at the same time, I know that. So I try to be mindful of, like, I don't think Teresa's here, but she'll say, like the other day, she said, I want a ruby ring. And I'm like, oh, I got a ruby. And she's like, but a dainty one. And I'm like, a dainty one? Okay, I've got a dainty one, because everybody doesn't like, what I like. And then like weird sells. So I will pick up some strange looking things, because I know that weird also sells.
Yeah.
So I think you did tend to buy more of what you like, but if you're doing it right, not saying that I have arrived or anything, but you have to, everybody has a different taste and style, so
yeah,
you have to kind of.
I really I like coming to watch you and Robin sell, because it's not the same stuff, that you see. It's not the everyday stuff you see in stores.
Yeah.
You sell the weird and the unusual stuff that if I'm going somewhere, people go, oh, I really like that. That's very unusual. And they're not being like, oh, mean, like, or anything like that. They genuinely like what you're wearing. And they ask me, oh, where did you get it? And I'm like, oh, well, you need to go online and you need to watch this. And, I get really excited about it. And then I think, well, why did I tell them that? Because now they're going to buy my stuff.
Right. They're going to get my stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do tell them, and hopefully, you sell more because of that. And I'm pretty sure you have. So just send me a free item right now. No, I'm kidding.
You got it. I got to pay that back.
I will tell you that Niki does a really good job of taking care of her customers. Always has. That's one reason I always have liked to work with her. And Robin does the same. I'm not just trying to single you out. We did have last week, Robin was on, and I've bought jewelry from both of y'all and just really enjoy the jewelry that I have. So if you haven't gone to see Niki and Robin, they're on every Saturday at 4 Eastern. Because I'm in Central Time and I always want to mess that up. So we're getting close to the end. And one of the things that we kept promising was that Miss Bun lady here, oh, look, she got a brush, is going to show us all how to put our hair up in a bun.
She's a cool bun.
I did do this one time before.
Yes, we were on together whenever we were.
It was a sale.
It was a sale. I think it was when we were either before or after a sale, and it was probably either Snipe It or something. I don't know. It was probably a Snipe It sale, probably. It's been a while. I don't know who asked, but somebody asked, and you're like, well, let me just show you.
What tools do we need?
Right here.
What brush is bigger than your head?
I know. Okay, so I'm taking this down. It's gonna.
I know. I've never seen her hair down. I'm really excited about this.
This is not gonna be how it usually looks down. Just so because it's gonna be all lumpy. It's lumpy. This is me. They're gonna try it. So
look at it.
First,
look at that beautiful hair.
It's all lump. Oh, I got a little clip too. So you might not need a little clip, but this is what you need, guys.
Okay.
You need a rubber band, elastic, whatever you call this.
I got
I got it.
And a claw clip.
Okay.
That's
you.
Renee, I feel like that might work. We'll have to see.
I don't do it the same way you do it.
And then I have little strays, so I keep one of these little ones too.
Oh, see, I didn't. Okay. I have those.
You might not need it though. Okay, so you got to get all the knots out.
Knots.
All right.
Yeah.
Getting my knots out.
Not the snot, but the knots. It's not snot.
Okay, so then you're gonna do a ponytail. Okay,
but where at on your head?
kind of high up, but not like way. Like I'll show you. Hold on.
Do you do it twice? I can't remember.
So about like this.
Okay, so like
Okay.
almost at the crown.
But you don't do the rubber bandy.
Don't do it all the way. Hold on. Watch me. Okay, so you're gonna do one time with the rubber band,
Okay.
and then twist. Now, then you're not gonna pull it all the way through. You're gonna pull it like this, like this. Can you see it?
Oh Lord.
Just don't pull it all the way through. Just calm down. Don't pull it all the way through.
I'm scared. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay, I got it. Wait. Let me adjust here so y'all can see my effort. Okay.
Okay. Pull it up. Well, your hair might be longer than mine, so you might need to go a little lower. But then, okay, so you have.
A big bun.
See, I took too much time, so hold on. Let me redo that part.
It's got a time limit.
Holding. We are holding.
Then you just push it forward. Just push it forward like so. Just push it forward flat on your head.
Okay.
And then clip behind it. Just clip it
What?
to where that stays on the top.
Okay.
See, this is backwards from the mirror. And then, it's backwards. See, I always have this little crazy.
Snap. This shit looks, excuse me.
See?
This looks great.
It's cute, right? And then you can get up here like this and fan it out.
Oh, yeah. What's up? Look at that.
And if you put a little
it's happening. It's happening.
I got an alfalfa.
Cute. This is so cute.
Renee, something happened along the way with yours, but your hair's curly too.
Well, I'm going to show you how I do it.
She didn't follow directions, Kimmie, but you
No,
that
is me following.
Look, did I do good? Did I? See, Booted Chick says I did good. That's cute, right?
That's me following directions.
Then you hairspray it, and then you can kind of get it more, get it just so.
This is me not following directions.
I usually just do it the opposite way, and then I have this crazy poofiness in the front. But this is way
and that's how I used to do mine too. Just clip it up, and the top looks like a.
Kinsey says I do good. Oh, thank you.
This is it's more neater.
It's
I need a 504.
I don't look like a hot mess. I like it. I'm digging it. I think I did pretty good.
You did fabulous.
The chat.
See, Renee's got really curly hair too. So, but
I do too.
You did it.
I straightened my hair for tonight.
Yeah, look. So you just got to push it forward a little and then clip it. Yep,
But
you got it.
Then my things come out. But I do it kind of the same as you, but
yeah, you just don't pull that second ponytail all the way through.
Yeah. I like it. This might be my new look.
I didn't pull the second one all the way through. I pulled it up too high, but I didn't pull it all the way through. I got too many short ones trying to pop out.
I like it. I'm digging it.
I think it looks really cute on you.
Well, thank you.
It's hard doing it in the computer because everything's backwards.
Yeah.
That threw me for a minute, just a moment. It was like, oh, wait.
This is me. This is my curly hair.
That's what I love about you. You're just you.
She's special.
I washed my hair today. And
that's good.
This is what happened.
It's fabulous. I have curly hair also. I straightened my hair though.
Same
for this. So
yes.
Niki does have curls. Yours isn't curly, Nikki. Yours is wavy.
Mine's more like it's kinky. It depends on how much, mousse and gel I put in there and scrunch it. But if I diffuse it, it'll curl up. But if I don't and I just blow dry it, it's just this weird wavy in between. Like,
right. Mine does that. On the back, it's super curly, and then on the front, it's confused.
Yes. Yeah. So it's like you have to put the effort in to either go straight or go curly. Like, because the in between is
definitely confused.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. That was fun. I know we're right on the hour mark.
Did you call me Mark?
No, you're not Mark. You're Renee. I want to make sure before people start to filter out that Niki mentions what she's got going on for the week.
She don't even know anymore. She's been spinning around like a crazy woman this week.
I know.
You have let's see. So it's Thursday. So you have Saturday, right?
I have Saturday, every Saturday at 4 Eastern on my channel with Robin, and I sell a lot of other times with Ella, Save Here First.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just a lot of times to name. It's like every Tuesday at 11, the first Thursday of the month at 1, every other Monday at 6. It's a whole thing. But I'm actually there tomorrow filling in for Victoria. Usually sells with her on Friday, and she's off.
I love Victoria.
Yeah.
We ought to try to get her to come hang out. So is that's during the day, right? Doesn't she go earlier in the day?
Tomorrow will be 11, and we usually go till like 4-ish,
Cool. And so is it an assortment, or is it like
jewelry? I sell jewelry, and she sells hard goods. So
okay. Cool.
It's kind of something for everybody.
It's very rare that Niki sells hard goods, but she does do it every once in a while.
She apparently has a whole storage unit of it.
She does do it every once in a while.
I did sell 1 box of hard goods last week, and every so often I say I'm selling 2 boxes of hard goods a week just so we can start. And then I'm sitting here, right, and I'm looking at that box, and I'm like, I don't really want to.
Yeah, see. So I mean, you're just more into it. So I'm the opposite in your aspect of and I love jewelry. I love to wear jewelry, but I look at jewelry reselling wise, and I'm like, and Goose, Chris, he goes nuts over it. I mean, he sells it on all kinds of platforms, but I love hard goods, and it might be my background of, starting in my mom's store 15, 20 years ago of being a sort of home decor store that it lights me up. So it's interesting to see that you're the exact opposite, and you bring such awesome stuff. I have such a hard time not buying stuff. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. Don't do it. You don't need any more jewelry. Don't do it. Says I'm ready for the battle.
Yeah. Now John likes to sell the hard goods, so every once in a while they have a battle between the two of them. If you haven't seen that, to see who sells the most in this battle, like if it's jewelry or hard goods. And who won the last time? Did you win, Niki?
It was, so I can't remember which, but I want to say I sold a higher dollar amount and he sold a more amount of items. So we kind of called it a tie. So he says we have to do it again to determine the winner,
Yeah.
Fun. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
You need to do that.
We did get out a ton of hard goods when we did that. So, and it was fun, but it was a lot of work. So it's got to be like when he has a 3-day weekend at least,
Yeah. Because you got to ship all that stuff, have some help shipping all that stuff out. So, and I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons I would almost bet that Niki does not like to do hard goods, because it is harder to ship all of that.
It is.
And,
It is.
you know, bigger packages and stuff like that. So it's easier to ship the
Small.
jewelry and
You're right
stuff like
about
that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
mean,
did
I can
just
do.
drop next show and then the
next show is game night.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, y'all. So we don't have a guest on, but we're hoping that everybody joins in the chat. So it'll be on my channel next week because we flip-flop. We're actually going to then take a little bit of a week off because I'm making a visit to Colorado. But I'm
going to get some supplies from Colorado.
Yeah, so I'm super stoked about game night because if for those who have watched me in the past, or feel free to go watch my past ones. But that is where Goose and I sort of started our even YouTube, whatever it is. But so I used to do game nights. I called it The Crazies Come Out at Night, and I used to do game night. And it was fun. And so I'm really excited to start this with Renee. And so we're going to do it not every night, but maybe like once a month, right, Renee? Once a month. Game nights, which is awesome because it gets the chat involved. So y'all need to make sure to come hang out next Friday because it's going to be an awesome, awesome time.
That's going to be fun.
Yes. Well, I'm excited for it. For sure.
Well, thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I'm excited to watch you this Saturday. I'm going to try not to buy anything. We also, Renee and I also are doing a sort of pop-up because we don't normally do auctions. Next Friday.
Because why? Because I'm going to get to meet Kimmie for the first time.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited.
I have to earn some walking around money. That's what I call wham. Some walking around money.
Yeah.
So that's what Kimmie and I are doing. We're earning our walking around money.
A little pop-up. It's not going to necessarily be a regular thing, but we need some Nashville spending cash.
Yeah.
You know, I'm super excited to meet Renee. Chris has met Renee, and
he's willing to do it again.
He is. So apparently they're going to be a great time. So
much fun. You will be laughing the whole time.
I'm excited. I mean, we have a great time hanging out on here. So I'm and actually that was one of the things when they did the Florida meetup, whatever that was, like a bazillion years ago. Gosh, 4 years ago. I don't even know how long ago it was.
Away.
Yeah, so that was the first time I ever saw you, Renee, on YouTube.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Was through that. But that was like I want to say it was 4 years ago.
No, it's got to be longer than that. Because it's the one, no, because
I saw you through the chats, but I'd never seen you live, and I that was the first time. And then eventually I started watching y'all do your auctions together because you used to do auctions on Fridays, and I don't know what else days, but I fell in love with you and Joe, and I was like, we got to be friends. because of that. So I'm
if Chris wouldn't have married you, we'd probably, might have never crossed paths. I don't know.
Maybe. You never know.
I don't know. You never know.
Yeah. So it's been I'm excited for that. Niki, you're such a pleasure to hang out with. It was
so are you guys.
Awesome to get to know you.
Well, thank you again for having me.
All right, guys. So we're going to call it a night. And, wait, can you sing us out?
Oh, Should I put my hair back down?
Why?
Because you usually do your rocker out.
I'm not gonna.
Y'all are about to rock out.
No,
No.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. But have you ever heard Kimmie sing us out?
I don't think so.
So then you haven't stayed to the
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
So,
Ready?
you can participate if you want.
We love you all, by the way. And here we go. Good night, YouTube. It's time to go. YouTube. Hope you like the show. We hate to leave you, but we really must say goodbye, YouTube friends. We'll see you next week.
Next week.
Bye, friends.